avoid these 3 mistakes with this one simple shift to get the results you want for your body, for your energy, and for your life. What's up, guys? Marty here, and welcome to another edition of 101 Insider Weight Loss Secrets. And this is one for you guys who, like, the time of the year is changing, right? The days are getting shorter. People are getting to an entirely different rhythm, and we got Thanksgiving coming up for us here next week, and this is quite honestly the time of the year where a lot of people just blow it. It's like they built up some reasonable momentum this last year, and then now they're going to go into a turkey coma starting next week. So with that being said, I'll probably have to initiate a little bit of a Thanksgiving survival guide or something. So, but I have 3, these are actually tip mistakes, who knows. But tip number 1, you become your environment. And the mistake here is a lot of people just passively allow things into their environment, and there's a lot of things that can go wrong with it, but some of it you can't control, like the weather I was talking about. And see, like when you grow up in the Mississippi heat and you're playing sports during the summer, or even marching band. Yes, marching band is taxing. Like, fight me, go ahead. But I digress. So people get used to the air conditioning in the summer, and it is humid down here in Mississippi whenever it is summertime, and it gets into the upper 90s and even triple digits sometimes, some years. And so it's basically like choking to death and frying at the same time. But people get used to the air conditioner. The air conditioner makes them soft. They go out into the Mississippi heat at 85, 90 degrees or above humidity, and they pass out. Well, it's just like that with what you surround yourself with, like your ease and access to junk food. If it's not there to take, then, and it's hard, you're gonna have to work to get it. It's like I talked about going on a cruise last week. What I didn't talk about was the airplane flights, going through security, being stranded with no working cards and less than $200 cash in Miami with no backup plan and another night to spend. Didn't talk about that part. But when you make junk food hard to get to, and you think about how hard it is to get to it, it's like you just won't get to it as often, thus you take that out of your environment. And people are included in this, and you want to be sure to surround yourself with the people who charge you up and support you and talk about how good you're doing, as opposed to the people who question everything you do and criticize and try and pull you down. Which leads me to mistake number 2, beware of tempting friends and family. Now, we all have this one family member that's like, oh, you can have just a little, or, like that person that just will not stop until you've eaten that extra thing. And, we've been programmed here, some of us down here in the South, it's like, you better finish every bit that's on your plate, and it's rude not to go back for seconds, maybe even thirds, and then you're going to lay down on the couch and watch football and go into a sleep coma. It's like, so, Mike Dolce calls these people crabs in the pot, and it's like sometimes they do it to you and don't even mean to. They see you crawling out, getting the results they want. Like, no, come back and be miserable with me. Keep poisoning yourself with this food with me. So, what the fits to this, though, and what this means for you is you're going to have to decide not to in advance and stay calm. That's the part that's tricky. It's like, have a calmness about it. Go to it in your mind right now and see yourself being tempted by that one ant, and then bingo, like you've seen yourself decide. So whenever you're in the moment, it's not the first time making the decision. You're not under pressure to do it. And tip number 3, stay light. One of my favorite things I've ever heard is, and it came from several different sources. I mean, Tony Robbins, Jim Edwards, Russell Brunson, all these guys have said it. Mike Dolce, all these guys have said it. It's like model what works. Act as if you already have the result that you want. And so one thing I noticed about somebody who has a high performing body, they are always eating and performing on the move. Like we were on this cruise, and ClickFunnels senior copywriter Dean Edelson was there, and just to watch how he ate and kept going, like this dude is in his early 60s, and I thought that he could have been late 40s or so. He was a monster, and it was super cool, and there's a funny story about that where he had to run too. He wouldn't have been able to do that unless he stayed light, stayed on the move. So people who have a lot of success with weight loss and their ability to go do those things, they eat as if they're going to have to stay moving, and they eat small and light, and then they stop often and frequently and reassess what's going on. So the big point here that I want to get across to you guys is you must intentionally set yourself up to win. Like, because if you passively let things come into your environment, pretty soon you're going to become your environment, and if your environment's unfavorable, your results are going to be unfavorable. So many more tips to come. But with that, if you're somebody who's serious about losing weight and keeping it off, we're coming out with a 100-day program. It's like there's so many of these, like 21-day challenges, 14-day challenges, and it's like those are quick burn-offs, like one and done. But I realize 100 days is quite a commitment as well. But I was sitting next to Alden Mills talking to him, and he said, it takes about 100 days to get something in there really solid. So he was like, what if you did like something like 100-pound weight loss habits in 100 days, something like that. So that's the direction we're going in, and we want it to be a coaching program where we would hold you by the hand and take you a one-on-one guidance down your own personal pathway to success in your weight loss journey, and avoid all those pitfalls and have the support system that you need to succeed on this. So if that's something that you're interested in, I'd like to invite you to join the wait list so you can get information on that as soon as it comes out. And remember, you're one upgrade away.